going on, guys? Welcome. Rabid here, and this miner is making $56 an hour. Yes, an hour. That is $1,349 in a day. So what are we talking about here? This is the new Iceriver KS3L. So that's this guy right here. It's a 5 terahash, 3200 watt miner. Comes in at about $24,000. Now that is an expensive miner, but based on the statistics and what it's pulling in, that's covering its costs in about 18 days or less. Now this is a Kaspa ASIC miner designed for one purpose, and that is to mine the crap out of Kaspa and Kaspa only very efficiently. Now we're all comparing this to Kadena. When the KA3s arrived, it severely destroyed that coin's profitability, which is something we're probably going to see here as well, but it might take a little longer to do. You can't really compare Kaspa versus Kadena right now. If you look at Kadena, it's only emitting about $37,000 per 24 hours, where Kaspa is emitting about $498,000. That's 13 times more per 24 hours than Kadena, which means it's going to take a lot more hardware to drop that profitability down. Now that doesn't mean it's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen fast. It could very well happen fast depending how rich people are and how many of these we get. Right now we know the KS0 is one of the most popular miners people are picking up today, due to the fact that it's only using 71 watts but pumping out 100 gigahash is pretty crazy, as well as a price drop. It's down to $899 now from the previous drop last week, I guess, $999, and it was upwards of, I think, $1,500 when it first released. So we're seeing a lot of price drops happening on the KS0. So we also have the KS1s, the KS2s are out, the KS3 is now in testing, and then the big guy, the KS3, is coming soon as well. It still sounds like by the end of the month, the KS3s will be shipping from Iceriver. On top of that, we got the big bad boy of them all, Bitmain, coming in with their KS3, which is the current most efficient miner that will be released out of everything so far. It's only using 3,100 watts here, 3,188 at 8.3 terahash worth of hash rate. Now their website still says 49,000. Based on comments on previous videos, it does sound like this is around $3,700 or $3,800. Now I don't know if that's only with the coupons or something, but maybe Bitmain should update their website so we can get some accurate numbers. Who knows what's going to happen? But once these do emerge off first batches, I do expect a lot of these prices to actually drop. Now, when considering a Kaspa ASIC, there's a lot of things you really got to realize here. One, when these things do go online, that hash rate is going to spike severely. On top of that, Kaspa has a very fast block halving. Now, there's a reduction every single month, which works out to a full halving event every 1 year. So every year, Kaspa is in fact halving. So let's just take a look from now until December at the current network hash rate and current price. If nothing changes from July right here all the way down to December, we can see currently the KS0, which is 100 gigahash, is pulling in $26.34 right now. If we jump all the way to December, just from block reward reductions alone, we're down to $19.73, and that's not even counting any of the extra hash rate that's going to be coming in once the big ASICs go online. And we scroll up here, you can kind of see the numbers here. Here's 2,000 KS0s. That is about 16.6 petahash worth of hash rate with only 2,000 miners turning online. 5,000 miners will push this to 41.5 petahash here, which is insane. The current network hash rate is currently sitting at 1.8 petahash. That is almost 20 some times more with 5,000 miners going online. Now here's some of the numbers for the KS0. Currently right now it's pulling in about $23 a day, 946 coins. I am testing one of these and it is looking pretty accurate to what we're getting. This is already down from 1,500 coins that we were previously getting. The ROI was about 16 days when they first released. It's already up to about 38 days if you're just turning yours on right now with the lower $999, and the $899 ones aren't even shipped yet, so we can't count those in here. But the ROI has already almost doubled in the past couple weeks with a lower price point. So that's something we got to keep in mind. This is 71 watts only, so it only uses 18.7 cents per day at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. So that's pretty much nothing. That's a few light bulbs, nothing that's going to break your power bill. But as you can see here, with 2,000 of these miners coming on in August, which we don't know the time frame, I'm just basing it on the August block reward, which is 2 months of Bitmain's original planning to release. Sounds like it might even be delayed till September or something, and who knows, might even be delayed a bit longer. We don't know what's going to happen with delays and so on. But if these do happen in August, that's dropping from $23 a day already down to only $2 if 2,000 miners go online. If only 1,000 miners go online, obviously that's doubled back up. That's about $4. But you can see there's a pretty big gap here from $23 down to $4. 946 coins per day right now. Last week, we were around 1,400 to 1,500 coins. That's dropping it down to either 90 coins per day or 180 coins per day. Now, here's the big thing. When will 5,000 miners hit the network? That's dropping us down to only 92 cents per day on a KS0. Again, it's not using any power, so this is actually still pretty good for the price point of the KS0, which is also the least efficient miner of them all, but it's just perfect for a lot of the home miners. Okay, so now let's take a look at the KS3s from Iceriver, and these are big 8 terahash freaking miners. They're massive, these are bulky, these are absolute beasts. They do use about 3,300 watts, which is $8.41 per day in terms of 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, right now, if you were to get one of these, which aren't released yet, that's about $1,777 per day. That is insane amount of profitability. If 2,000 miners go online in August, that is $173. Look at the drop already. And if only 1,000 are online, that's $358. 5,000 go online, that's $74. On top, it's going to keep dropping down based on the block reward reduction, which we already seen here. I should do this number sometime, but we don't know how many miners are actually going to sell. So about a month after all these things actually get released and shipped, we're going to update our numbers and see what things look like. But you can see how bad and how fast profitability is going to drop. Now, $74 a day is still looking pretty darn good, but it's definitely not $1,700 a day, which is why we're probably going to see second and third batch miners, depending on the network hash rate, the price drop quite a bit on them. We could see 50% drops on miner prices, which is what we saw in previous miners. Look at the K7s and the K3s now. They're like 70% less than when they first released. All right, guys, so that wraps this up, but it does look like the KS3Ls are in testing phases. And again, it sounds like they're still going to be shipping sometime by the end of the month. So we'll see what happens. Keep an eye on network hash rates, but Kaspa gravy train maybe slowly coming to an end. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.